The world is ending, so what better time than for a good old chatty get ready with me? Do you know what, our coffee machine's broken. Like, if that's not a sign. Cause there's just so much going on right now, I just thought it might be nice to just sit and chill and just chat and do just, you know, play with makeup. Every morning I keep waking up and I'm like, oh shit. You know, when you realise that it's actually life, like it feels like we're all in a film, doesn't it? I'm gonna do my makeup. I wanna do something colourful, I wanna do something different and bold on my eye. I feel like I might play around with some blue. Because doing your makeup is quite like calming, isn't it? And it's quite like therapeutic. So hopefully, you know, if you guys just need a bit of like company while you're at home, or like if you're tidying and you just want to listen to someone chatting, then I thought this might be nice. Where should I start? Okay, I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter. I've not used this before actually. Fate. This morning, obviously I haven't been to the gym for ages because I'm not, I think my gym is still open, you know, but I'm not going anywhere near a gym right now. So yeah, I did a home workout this morning. And Odin, like, because obviously I usually work out not in the house. Odin is 8 months now and he was so scared. I was like in our like conservatory room, like, you know, jumping, like moving around like crazy, and he was so scared. He was like barking at me, he was scared, he didn't know what was going on. And then like when I came out the room, he was like sniffing, he was like scared to come and sniff me. Like, I think I really scared him when I was working out, bless him. How funny. Does anyone else's dog react, or puppy, like react that way when they're doing, like when they're working out? I was like, what's wrong with you? Okay. That mats down really, really quickly. I'm used to most primers sort of staying quite soft on the skin. I mean, it is soft, but it's just quite like sort of matte, I'd say. So I've got quite a lot of things new in recently too. So I'm gonna try and play with as many new things as I can. What I thought might be helpful or interesting too at the moment is like chatting about what I've been enjoying watching recently or listening to, like, you know, Netflix, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, and then podcasts. We all need some good stuff to watch at the moment, I feel like. I've tried to sort of update my filming room / office. So I don't know if any of you have noticed, but like I've got a new plant, I've got a new mirror. It was just feeling a bit stale. And also I think I'm gonna show it in a vlog. I'm gonna show all my home updates in a vlog too. So I think by the time this video will be up, that vlog would have been up. So if you want to see all of my, I'm like rambling so much today. If you want to see all of my little home updates around the house, then check out the vlog. I'm going to start with the eyes this time. I usually start with my base, but I'm going to be using like quite a lot of colour. So NARS Creamy Concealer just on the lids. I've also been doing a few more makeup videos, like quick sped up ones on my IGTV as well. So if you wanted like a quick version of this, then you can check out my IGTV. I'm gonna use this Victoria Beckham eyeshadow palette. And this is pricey. A lot of the products are in this of her line, but everything is amazing. And also I think I'm using this because it's the only like blue palette that I think I have. It's in Royal. I've not used it before because you guys know me. So as a base colour, I'm going to use the light one. My skin, ugh. I want to book in with a dermatologist, but obviously at the moment it's a bit tricky doing anything in person, so skin's sort of on hold at the moment. I'm going to use the that colour there, the lighter blue. I'd love to know what you guys have been like watching, or like what are you doing to like keep yourself feeling sane. For me, it's sort of like business as usual, because obviously my job is just like working from home anyway. So it doesn't feel that different, but I am like, I do have just a bit of worry because I have asthma. Obviously like a bit of a worry. I'm so glad though that like kids aren't, you know, it doesn't affect kids much, like, because obviously as a mum the first thing I think of is Indy. But yeah, I'm just kind of getting on with work at the moment and just trying to like make sure I've got enough content, you know. Also though, it's a weird time to film normal content. Like I feel like that it feels better to do a chatty video like this than to like do videos on things, I don't know, that just seem not right at the moment. Like, I don't know if you guys know what I mean. I feel like the lighting's a bit off today. Okay, I'm back. I feel like that's a little bit better. Right now it's like dead girl makeup. I got these brushes from Huda Beauty recently and I really like them. They're really cute too. Okay, so I'm gonna use that like navy colour, build up a bit of colour. Ooh, these shadows are gorgeous. So, right. What I've been enjoying, what I just finished was The Sinner season 3, and oh, it was really, I really enjoy The Sinner. So I feel like each one has been really good. I think my favourite is still the first season, but yeah, I've mentioned it on my Instagram and loads of people, sorry, I got an itchy nose. Loads of people were like, what? There's a season 3? And so we recently got Apple TV Plus, and it's on there. I was just scrolling through the shows on there and I was like, huh? Like, no one knows that it's on there. Like, they've really kept it quiet. So yeah, if you really like The Sinner, then check out Apple TV if you can, because you do have to pay for it, but yeah, I mean, I've been watching loads on there, so I feel like I'm definitely like getting a lot out of it. I just love that they like mix in like philosophical things and like psychological. It's like a mix of philosophical and psychological this season, which I love. Right, what am I doing? I'm gonna go under the eye too with the lighter blue. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. What else have we been? Oh my god, please watch Uncut Gems. It's by the same director that made Good Time, and I watched Good Time when I was on I watched Good Time when I was on a plane. But yeah, I did a while ago and I didn't love it at the time, but then I heard like so many good reviews of it, so I feel like I need to watch it again. But anyway, it's the same directors, I think they're brothers, that made Uncut Gems, and it stars Adam Sandler? Sandler? It's a weird English accent. Oh, he's so good in it. It's just so good. Like, it's such a... I watched it actually when I was in Copenhagen. It's such a whirlwind of a film. It's really like intense, fast-paced, or like just well-paced. Yeah, I really want to watch it again. It was really good. So yeah, Uncut Gems on Netflix. I definitely recommend that. I'm not explaining the storyline of anything. I'm not good at explaining storylines. Oh, have I got a bit dark? It's set in New York. It's based around this guy who is I don't know what the official name is. Diamond dealer. Lol. And he gets his hands on this really rare like gemstone, I guess. And it's just like such a messy story. It's really hard to explain. He I also don't want to ruin anything. Basically it's a bit like it's like everything goes to shit, but in the best film way. I'm the worst at explaining. Bits of it are funny too. I also love things that are set in New York. I just love it. So I love the whole setting of it and everything. But yeah, I've just got my little all-nighter spray because I'm going to start using some pigments. Oh my god, okay, so on Apple TV Plus, I think it is, the morning show, I'd seen this talked about and I was like, it's probably fine, like, I'll give it a watch. And I was so sucked into it. So it's has Jennifer Aniston in it, Reese Witherspoon, Mark Duplass, who I love. Oh, Steve Carell, like amazing actors. It's based around the anchors of the morning show, a morning show in America, like based around the themes of sexual harassment, like politics in that world, and it's also like being a successful woman as well. I really like how they showed that and sort of touched on it, and like being a mother but also wanting to have a really successful career as well, and like you know, the side effects that can have, and I thought that was really interesting. Really hope they do another season. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Victoria Beckham Lid Luster in Midnight. So it's this beautiful, I just want to eat it, like royal blue pigment. Oh, okay. Oh, Servant as well. Sorry, I've just got a list. That's why I keep coming back and being really excited. Oh my God, Servant on Apple TV. Obsessed. Like, it is exactly the kind of show that I love. I think it's produced or made by M. Night Shyamalan. Ooh. The doorbell just went, so I had to just like run off and answer the door like this, which looks a lot more odd not in this lighting. Servant. Okay, so oh my God, I loved the like feel and the tone of this show. It's a series. I don't know if they're doing another season or not. Oh, do you know who's in it? Ron Weasley. I used to have a crush on Ron. Did anyone else? I don't know why. It's about this couple who, so they have this doll baby, and they hire a nanny to look after it. It's all around the family, the dynamic between the husband and the wife, and the husband sort of dealing with it all, and it's very psychological, and it keeps you guessing the whole way through. You're always like, what is happening? Like, what is real? What? It's really good. What else can I explain it? And yeah, the girl that comes to look after the doll, that in itself is just really interesting and weird, and like she's a bit odd. So if you just like weird, sort of dark stuff with great set design. I feel like I'm getting old because I'm starting to really appreciate set design and everything that I watch. But yeah, if you do like set design, then you'll like this. Like, oh my God, don't you love the set design in The Handmaid's Tale, in their house? Oh, like all that dark paneling. So old. I just finished season 3 of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and I cannot recommend this show enough. It's on Amazon Prime, and do you know what? It's one of my top, I just think it's one of the best made shows I've ever seen. Like, the writing in it is just so good. It is like so flawlessly made. Again, set in New York. It's about a woman who set in the 50s. I think for those of you who haven't seen it before or heard of it, it's about a woman who was sort of like happily married, like with kids and everything, and then her husband cheats on her. So she splits up with him and starts to, like, she sort of accidentally falls into doing stand-up comedy, and it's just so interesting to watch because obviously that, like, a woman doing stand-up comedy was so, like, especially like not very common at all, like especially back then. I just love like all the characters in it. Everyone is so like witty and quick and funny, and it's just, oh, I just love it. It's so good. So yeah, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, if you haven't checked it out and you really like watching things that are like set in a different time, but this is also very like vibrant and sort of like uplifting. Like obviously some bits are like more emotional, but it's mostly quite uplifting and funny and like just really nice to watch. I think I'm gonna do a really small liner. I'm gonna use the Glossier Pro Tip. I'm going to use a black liner inside my eye, and this is just the nearest one I had to me. You can obviously use any black liner. It's the Victoria Beckham one in Onyx, I think. Okay, I did my mascara. I think I might add some lashes. So I'm going to do my brows first before I do that. Okay, Pose is something else that I have really loved recently, and it's something that I haven't like heard anyone talk about or anything. It's on Netflix. It is, again, what is this New York theme? It's based in New York. It's set in the 80s. It is set like in and around the AIDS epidemic. Yeah, it's when, you know, everyone started like realizing what AIDS was, like how badly it was spreading throughout the gay community. But yeah, the whole thing is set around the drag community, the trans community. Such a bingeable show. That so many like fun parts to it, but also it's very like poignant. Like it really opens your eyes to what things were like. Yeah, I just found it really interesting, and it was something different, you know, something different that I hadn't really watched something like that, very similar to that before. So it was just really interesting to me. Okay, I'm gonna start doing my base because I can't take this skin no more. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Stay Naked. When you've got green eyes, everyone always tells you to wear, like the colour rule is to wear purple around your eyes, but I think blue actually really makes green eyes pop out because it's such a similar colour. I also love dark greens too because they bring out, you know, the lightness of green eyes. And some comedies that might cheer you up a little bit. Some really good ones that I've seen more recently are, one is Mo Gilligan, and I feel like a lot of you probably already know about him. I don't actually know a lot about him, but oh my god, I loved his special on Netflix. He is from London, and it's just that everything he talks about I can really relate to. I think I'm sort of maybe a similar-ish age to him, so everything he talks about like the way we used to all play out in the street when we were kids, and just like the funny things like around that, and just how life used to be when you're, you know, like a kid, but also just about like family get-togethers, about I think kids a little bit. What else does he covered loads in it actually, but oh, it was so funny, and I got Jason to come and watch it with me too, and like he found it so funny. Yeah, he's hilarious. I really hope he does more, or he gets to do more on Netflix. I'd love to see him live as well. But he's so good. I follow him on Instagram now as well. He's doing like quarantine, what is it called? Like quarantine like giveaways or something. I can't remember what they're called now. And someone else that I really liked, Jenny Slate. So she, where did I first see her? She's a voice on Big Mouth, and she's been in quite a few like comedy things. She's so funny, like, and I really loved her special because it was like a mix of like her stand-up, but also like bits of her personal life and just like stories from her growing up and things. And at first I thought it might go a bit like cheesy, but it wasn't at all. It was still like really sort of relatable and just funny, and it was nice to sort of like see some of her family. So definitely check out Jenny Slate too on Netflix. Do you know what I did today that I never do? I fake tanned. You obviously can't really see, but I'm excited about it. I'm gonna add a bit more blue under my eyes because I think, why not? Oh, I was sent this recently. It's from Pat McGrath Labs. They've come out with some new under eye products, which I'm so excited about, because have you seen my under eyes? I've not tried this one before. It's like a concealer basically. Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer in M16. Ooh, it's a bit yellowy, isn't it? Ooh, I really like that tone actually under my eyes. Wow. Wow, that makes it so flawless. I've been doing it all wrong. Okay, so before I move on to the rest of my face, I'm just gonna pop on some lashes. It's so crazy how different makeup can look on camera to in real life. Like, I popped out my room and like past a mirror, and it's like so much darker and like bigger in real life, and on camera it's sort of minimizes. It's so weird. Anything else? Oh, that's all on my list. There's something called The Outsider that I want to start watching. As always, let me know any recommendations. I like dark, twisted things. And then the odd comedy. The End of the Sinner, season 3 though. That was so dark, like as an ending. I ended and I was like, oh. Obviously I won't ruin anything, but ooh. Oh, podcasts. Podcasts I've been enjoying that have been sort of like keeping me distracted or entertained. Love, as always, I love Bobo and Flex's podcast. And they've talked about the coronavirus too. I really liked their episode on that. What else have what else have I been liking? Oh, I Said What I Said, that podcast. I'm just quite new to that one. I'm just sort of like binging it at the moment. One of the, I think they're sort of friends with, you know, they know sort of Bobo and Flex too, so they're same sorts of like topics and things that are discussed. Pretty Big Deal by Ashley Graham. I really like that one. Oh, Approachable. I really like that, by Sam and Alyssa. As always, Crystalia, congratulations. I love. Ologies, she did an episode on the coronavirus too, so that was really interesting. I love this colour. It's so nice to wear something different. I'm gonna use I got some bits from KKW Beauty recently, so I'm gonna use them to contour. They get a bit messy actually, but this is a dark and medium, I think. I got a highlighter one too, like just a matte one, but it's actually not light enough for my skin tone, so it just sort of blends in. Also the medium, it's like just slightly darker than me, so it doesn't like make a huge difference. That's just me choosing the wrong colours. But I just thought it's worth mentioning, like if you're not sure what colours to go for and if you've got a similar skin tone to me. The dark is good. The medium's not dark enough for me. I really like using these like cream contour products as like a bit of a bronzer too. So I sort of work them up a bit there. I don't think I'm gonna do highlight today. Just don't feel like it really needs it. Okay, my memory card just ran out of space, so I had to go and like dump some footage, and in that time I was like, I might as well just do my hair and change and sort of tie the look together. Does the black make the eyes stand out less now though? Meh. I actually wanted to build my brows up just a little bit more, because I always keep them this size, but I love those looks when like they have, you know, models have those huge brows, but I don't know, I don't want to ruin the look at the same time. How's that? And I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to use, I was just like digging around in my drawer and I just thought I'd try out these two products together. This is the Nude Sticks Magnetic Lip Plush Paint in Tahiti Hottie. These are so lovely because they sort of feel like liquid lipsticks going on, but they're really light and not drying, and you know, they won't crack on your lips and feel uncomfortable. So, oh, another thing that I've been meaning to mention, I had a little bit of filler, like top up, because you know it dissolves sort of. On me, I feel like filler lasts about 6 months and then it's sort of gone. And I went to see someone new. I went to see Dr. Christina. I'll link her down below because she did, like, I think what has been the best job on my lips, because my lips are naturally uneven. So on this side, have I done my have I done my lips even? This side drops down more than this side, and I always have a problem with it. Like, so we did some, well, she did some like corrective filler. So she did, you know, a bit more on this side. I'm so conscious of if I'm being even now. Yeah, she put in a bit more on this side than on that side. We didn't do any in the bottom lip, so we just did a bit on the top lip. Yeah, she's so lovely, like the loveliest person ever. So like welcoming, doesn't make you feel like worried or scared or anything. She's been doing it for years and years and years. And it's not something that I wanted to like jump to talk about, because I know, you know, people can get funny about it, but I never, and the other thing I love about her is that there's other things that I was mentioning that I'd like to like try with filler, and she was just like, no, you just don't need that, you know. So she's not scared to stop you from doing something that she thinks you just don't need, or like if you go too far, she'll just say like, no, that'll just look too much. And a few people were asking me for like filler updates. I think maybe some of you noticed when after I'd had it done, but what I also love is that I think this time it was a lot more subtle, and that's what her work is all. This isn't an ad or anything, by the way, but yeah, I think she aims for it to look more natural and more subtle, but still to like give you a little something something. Okay, I was gonna put a bit of this on top. This is Charlotte Tilbury Belle du Soir lip gloss. Oh yeah, that's nice actually. I feel like it doesn't distract too much. I feel like a dark lip is a bit more distracting from the eyes. That is my finished quarantine makeup for this time anyway. We'll see how long it goes on for. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. It was so nice to like use some different colours and some different products. Hope you liked it too, and hopefully it's nice, you know, also for my channel, because I tend to just do the same sort of makeup look because that's just what I enjoy. But I don't know, maybe this like self-isolation life is making me like try some new things. I'll just like bring you in a little bit. Oh, I didn't powder actually. Black mineralized skin finish. So please give me any recommendations of shows and things, because Lord knows I need some more things to watch. I'll link everything that I use down in the description box as always. This top, just in case you're wondering, is from All Saints. I love it. It's like this subtle leopard print. Yeah, I hope you're all keeping really safe and staying indoors. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and yeah, let's just hope this doesn't last for too much longer. Let me know if there's any other like colours you'd like me to play with, you know, makeup wise, and do videos around. I was gonna do like a one brand face, but I didn't know if you guys would be interested in that or not. I feel like when I tend to do like specific makeup looks, they don't do as well. So I tend to just keep it as like a chatty, like, you know, using lots of different products. But let me know if that's something you'd like to see. And yeah, my jewels are my own jewellery line, Sammi Maria. I'm wearing a lot of the rings in silver today. I'll link my jewellery line down below as well, my website. And it's had a little update, by the way. So if you haven't been on it for a little while, I love what we've done with like the homepage and just how everything is sort of navigated. And yeah, our whole homepage is like updated and I love it. And working on some newness for that as well at the moment, which I'm so excited about. And we need this travel ban lifted because I need to go and shoot content in somewhere else for it. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I've been rabbiting for so long. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.